Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Paper Girls moments.
Hello. You kids seem a little on edge. The vibes in here are tense right now.
For this list, we'll be looking at the funniest, coolest, and saddest scenes in this comic book adaptation. Since some moments include major plot points, a spoiler warning is now in effect. What was your favorite Paper Girls moment? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Arriving in the Future. Paper Girls begins in 1988 with four 12-year-old girls, Erin, Tiffany, Mac, and KJ, trying to finish their paper routes.
Come on, Mac. I don't see what's wrong with it. Maybe we'll even get our full routes delivered.
What, you looking for a promotion?
No, I'm looking to get my route finished in one piece. I got better stuff to do.
But in addition to dealing with jerks in the neighborhood, the girls then have to survive what they think is either a nuclear attack or aliens. Erin ends up severely wounded before two strangers pull them into some kind of time machine. Yeah, it's a lot. When the time capsule lands, all hell breaks loose.
You really picked the wrong type of with us. I knew it was the Soviets.
Not the time!
Not only have they been transported 30 years into the future, they also find themselves under attack by soldiers. It's a super epic moment, and this is just the beginning. Number 9. Meeting adult Erin. After their chaotic arrival in 2019, Erin takes the girls to her house. She's expecting to find her mom and sister, but instead she comes face to face with herself, only older.
Look at her! Oh my god. This can't be. Holy shit.
Naturally, both Erins are in disbelief. And as they try to wrap their minds around it, young Erin learns that this isn't the life she envisioned for herself. Adult Erin lives alone in the same house with no spouse or children.
We're still single.
Are we, you happy?
That's a loaded word when you're my age, kid.
She's estranged from her sister and works as a paralegal, something young Erin isn't especially impressed by. The reveal is awesome in itself, but the idea that Erin is dissatisfied, to put it lightly, with who she becomes is an interesting plot point and definitely strikes a chord with a lot of us watching.
I just expected more of myself, you know?
The future you is not all that bad, okay? You're just being hard on yourself. She did give you that rad shirt.
Number 8. The Two Tiffs. In 2019, Tiff wants to contact her adult self since adult Erin isn't doing a great job helping them get home.
Tiff, we're gonna find future you. In fact, we're gonna find future all of you. Yeah, we need myself. She'll know what to do. She'll have a perfect handle on all of this.
Yes, I'm sure she's amazing and brilliant and in a very high income tax bracket.
But it's not until they end up time traveling to 1999 that she actually gets to reach out. The girls show up at a warehouse rager where 12-year-old Tiff meets adult Tiff, who takes the whole time travel situation surprisingly well.
You're taking all of this really well. I have to admit, it's a little...
Am I? I guess.
The two Tiffs nerd out over physics, but like Erin, young Tiff is shocked and disappointed that her future self didn't live out her childhood dreams. Sure, she was valedictorian and went to MIT, but she didn't graduate. Instead, she ended up a party girl back in Stony Stream. Plus, adult Tiff drops one heck of a bombshell on her younger self.
You just love blaming mom for your problems, don't you?
You're adopted.
Stop it. That's not funny.
Number 7. Mac visits her own grave. While the others get the chance to see their future selves, Mac learns that she dies at 16.
My sister is dead. She died of cerebral lymphoma when she was 16. Who are you? Who put you up to this?
Not one for sharing, she doesn't tell the other girls about it and makes up a lie about being a veterinarian. She eventually confides in KJ and swears her to secrecy.
You can't tell the others.
Why?
Because I don't want them looking at me the way that you're looking at me right now.
It's a powerful moment that leads to an even more somber one when Mac and KJ go to see her grave. Actually standing in front of her grave is shocking enough, but Mac is really taken aback when she sees her stepmom Alice bring flowers. She realizes that she's deeply missed and more loved than she ever knew. Number 6. Larry's Sacrifice. The girls meet Larry Radikowski, a member of the STF Underground, aka the good guys in this time war.
Your friends are the good guys, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. How do they fix things without disrupting everything that comes after?
Well, first off, you wouldn't even know it if they did or not.
He's not the most inviting person, but he does briefly bond with Tiff and sort of warms up to older Aaron. Larry helps them leave 2019. However, they end up in 1999, the year Larry originally wanted to go to. They tell 1999 Larry about his betrayal, and he makes it his mission to redeem himself.
I know a lot of weird things probably happen in the future, but they haven't yet. So, I mean, there's time to fix them?
Maybe. Maybe not.
When the Old Watch descends on his farm, he puts his life in danger to save the girls. He dies in a strange and unexpected way, but in the end, he sacrifices himself, proving that he was nothing like the other Larry.
At least I've finally done something right.
Fine. Have it your way.
Number 5. The Quilkin Institute. Of course, a mind-blowing show like Paper Girls would have an equally epic ending. Prioress, who's been hell-bent on capturing the preteen time travelers, ends up betraying the Old Watch.
Why are you telling us this?
I'm offering you an opportunity. Do you still want to save your sick friend?
She realizes that one of them is the Tiffany Quilkin, founder of the Quilkin Institute and the one who discovered time travel. We've heard about the Institute throughout the series, but not in relation to time travel.
I have an institute. I have my own institute. It's the Quilkin Institute. See, I told you I knew my shit.
Are you even serious right now?
However, a scene in the finale shows young Tiff giving adult Tiff Larry's journal, which, as it turns out, leads to the discovery of time travel. Prioress hopes that young Tiffany can prevent her future self from the discovery, erasing the timeline that led to the war.
She will make a different choice. And all this.
Oh, P. I'm gonna stop you right there.
It's a big twist that perfectly sets up Season 2. Number 4. Giant Robot Fight. At Larry's farm, he shows adult Aaron and the girls a possible way home.
There might be a solution to our current problems.
But it won't be as easy as jumping in a time capsule. This specific time machine is actually a massive robot, and it needs a pilot. Because she is already paired with the mysterious STF device, Aaron is the only one capable of operating the Transformers-like robot.
You honestly expect me to drive some gigantic transformer? Oh, you must be out of your goddamn mind.
And this might be their only chance to get home. No pressure, right? They successfully make it through the folding, but an Old Watch robot appears and adult Aaron now has to pilot her way through a giant robo battle. She puts up a good fight, but in a crazy, unfortunate turn of events, she doesn't survive. Number 3. Mac meets her brother in the future. In 2019, Mac goes off on her own to find her older brother Dylan, who we briefly saw in the first few minutes of episode 1.
Piss off, Dylan. You're gonna wake her up.
Future Dylan is a doctor and a family man, which is not what she was expecting. Sadly, this is the point where Mac learns that she died as a teenager. The siblings get to reconnect, which makes for some incredibly touching scenes.
I can't help that I grew up. Life happened, and yeah, I've changed, but that doesn't mean that I'm ashamed of you. Far from it. I love you. And I'm your older brother. Nothing will ever change that.
Dylan sets a plan in motion for his sister to stay in 2019, and while Mac does want to stay, she feels like an outsider among his new family. KJ eventually informs her that Prioress is hot on their trail, and not wanting to put Dylan in danger, Mac makes the tough decision to leave.
If you want them to live, we have to go right now. Come on, we have to hurry.
Number 2. KJ and Kubrick. When the girls get to 1999, KJ offers up her house as a place to crash since her family is usually out of town for the 4th of July.
And we can go to my house. I don't think that's the best call.
Every 4th of July weekend, my parents and I go to Lake Erie and we stay on our boat.
Of course you do.
The house will be empty.
However, they find the Brandmans having a big party. KJ avoids running into her college-age self, but discovers that she attends film school in New York. And when she sees older KJ kissing her girlfriend Lauren, it's a revelatory moment for young KJ. At the Kubrick screening, she has a beautiful, transformative viewing experience, followed by a touching conversation with Lauren about art and love. Seeing her future self happy in a loving relationship and living her own life sets KJ on a journey of self-discovery and accepting her sexual identity.
The good news is that everybody moves at their own pace. And it can be overwhelming, but every person's journey is different, you know?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Period discussion. Paper Girls is about a lot of things, but it's mainly a coming-of-age story, and no scene encapsulated that like this one. Right after arriving in 1999 and seeing her future self die, Erin gets her period.
Were you always wearing those pants?
I need you. I need you to steal something from me.
You know, because she doesn't have enough going on. Mac helps her out by nabbing a box of tampons from a store, but because Erin is the first girl in the group to get her period, they're all unsure about the process.
How do I get it in me?
How do you get it out? There has to be instructions.
It just says it gives you out of sight and out of mind protection.
Still, that doesn't stop them from offering up some suggestions and guesses. The scene is hilarious and perfectly shows the fear and awkwardness that perpetually surrounds puberty.
What if it never comes out?
I guess your body just absorbs it.
Nah, it's like gum. It stays inside you forever and slowly rots.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.